It looks like the upcoming Marvel film Doctor Strange has found its director. Sinister and the Exorcism of Emily Rose director Scott Derrickson has signed on to helm the story of the Sorcerer Supreme. There is currently no official release date for the Doctor Strange, but Marvel does have 2 mystery release dates already held for July 8th, 2016 and on May 5th, 2017. John, what do you think of Scott Derrickson for Doctor Strange?
I love it. Actually, it was back, I believe, in March that Schnepp and I did a show together, and we were talking about, there was a big list of potential guys to direct, and I said, this guy, Scott Derrickson, this is the guy who needs to direct this. I really enjoyed what he did with Sinister. The film completely fell apart in the last 15 minutes, but other than that, I thought it was a sub $1 million film.
Right.
That was, I thought, it all takes place in one house. And it's just beautifully crafted. It was really well done. What he did with The Exorcism of Emily Rose is really special too. And I really like the fact they're going with a guy who has, I don't expect Doctor Strange to be a horror film, but I do like the fact that they're getting a guy with a horror background who can bring those elements and that type of tension, those sorts of settings to the big screen, the character, because this can't be Ant-Man. This is Doctor Strange. It's got to be on that level. I love this decision. I love this choice. Let's hope he doesn't back out. So, Schnepp.
Yeah, I'm down with it. You know, like I had problems as well with the ending of Sinister with the little creepy kids and so much. I was like, I wasn't scared, you know, Boogeyman and all that. But I like the choice of going with a horror director. I think it's Doctor Strange is pretty much the horror movie that Marvel, of all the other characters, he fits into, like, let's go into another dimension with weird creatures with lasers coming out of their eyes. So if anyone's going to do it, I'm glad they went with this
Sounds like
guy.
your Saturday night.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm waiting 3 years, Derek. Get on it. You know?
Alicia?
Well, like we were saying with Star Wars, I love how Marvel are collecting these really different directors. So each different Marvel film has such a unique tone about it. And now they've got such a great stable of directors under them, from Kenneth Branagh to James Gunn, and now Scott. I think he fits in perfectly.
And Edgar Wright.
I'm still sad about that.
Still sad about
that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm excited about Scott.
Yeah, another unconventional choice, which I'm really a big fan of. And The Exorcism of Emily Rose, despite not liking the title, because it's a little close for home for me, it was a really good film. And just the pace was fantastic. And that's a lot of the times with horror films that's missing. You know, they have the big drama and build up and all of that, but the pace is sometimes all over the place. And that's exactly what I want in a property like this. And I think it's going to translate exceptionally well. And he's obviously he knows exactly what this kind of property is. You can tell he's a real fan, and those are always the people that I want to help shepherd this to the big screen. So I'm really excited about it.
And one of the things I guess we're kind of overlooking here is that while we've all known that a Doctor Strange movie is going to come, ever since they dropped the Stephen Strange lineup, we knew it was coming, but this is actually really the first official confirmation we're getting Doctor Strange. Look, we often talk about how Guardians of the Galaxy with a raccoon with a gun and a talking tree, and now Ant-Man, those are kind of risks for Marvel, right? Because they're a little silly. But really, when you think about it, they still kind of fall within that range of humor and action type of film. This, to me, is the biggest departure that Marvel is going to have with their current cinematic universe so far, and going with the Sorcerer Supreme. There's a lot of different directions they can go with this, but no matter which one they pick, it's going to be really different. And to see how they're going to take a character like this and make him fit in this cinematic universe with characters like an Ant-Man and a Rocket Raccoon and things like that, that's going to be interesting to see. So let's keep our eye on that.
You know, and who's going to star in it as him? I'm so excited.
Guardians of the Galaxy opens the cosmic part. This opens like now we can get into Mephisto and all these other like super weird Nightmare and all these other
they keep opening more and more doors. All right, what's next?
You had to love his little picture on Twitter last night, just sneaking behind the
That was great.
That was a nice little touch.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.